Hey everyone, welcome back to part 9 of Barachi Assassin of Gozag. I'm Ultraviolent 4, we're on Depths 2. This is certainly a welcoming party if I've ever seen one. It's not an ambush vault, but it's a bit of an ambush, I guess you could say. Here hanging with my boy Sergey. Sergey is, I think, quite an interesting name for an Australian player. He's someone who plays on the Australian server. I don't know. Checkers is a bit weak on border security, so who knows where he's from. Speaking of Australia, I took some photos recently at a friend's house of some cockatoos. So if you wanted to see what those birds are, you often hear them in the background. When I'm recording in the morning, they're the ones that screech. If you want to see what they're like, I'm going to put the link in the description. So yeah, they're cockatoos. They're very loud. And the photos show you what happens if you take to feeding them. Alright, so let's get on with it. We're kind of training. I picked arbitrarily numbers that are round. So we're training our long blades to 20 and our throwing to 15. And then we're basically just going to focus on our defenses for the rest of the game, unless we find some utility spells. Although we are in chainmail, so it's going to take quite a bit to get them up. I would love to find Song of Slaying though. As for these guys, we could just go to another stair, but that's no fun. So I'm going to turn my auto pickup off, which is going to help us cheese these guys when we kill them all. So we're going to drop gold piles here when we kill enemies, and then as we stair dance additional enemies up, they're going to get distracted by that gold that's all around here everywhere. And then after we're done stair dance cheesing everything, it's not really cheesing, I mean stair dancing is stair dancing. Once we're done stair dancing everything, then we'll pick it up. The singing sword makes stair dancing a lot easier because of all the additional noise it makes, which is a good thing. Frogs are really good, or Barachium are really good at stair dancing because of their hop. So actually, I mean, well, we're kind of surrounded by things, but a really good way to fight stuff with Barachi is to be somewhere like here or here, where you can fight stuff, and then if it goes poorly, you just hop back to the stairs and then go back up. Also, do we have see invis on? I think we do, right? Also, we're actually just losing to this vampire. Are we actually going to die to this? I feel like we are. Oh no, we're not. It's nearly dead. Okay, there we go. Wow. I don't feel like we were actually in any danger there. We could have hopped away, we could have teleported away. It's just, vampires can be swingy if they start vamp draining you like crazy. Because you lose your HP and they get theirs back. Okay, I think that's it for now, so let's get all this gold. This sweet gold. We're at 7.4k. I said I wanted about 6k for bribes, because I want one for our third rune, and I want one for Zop 5. And we're going to get more as we kill more stuff, so I'm kind of, I don't know. Let's eat our fruit to get rid of it. We've got 3 bread rations and 5 meat rations. That's probably actually almost 6 meat rations, enough to just close the game out, actually. And a royal jelly. Yeah, we probably won't need to fund a food shop. So I don't know. Do we try to fund more shops? If we do an armor shop, maybe we could get a fire dragon scales that would let us into a trove. We might get a gold dragon scales as well, which would be pretty sweet. Maybe we could get some more jewelry. Although, actually, yeah, I forgot. No, we don't have see invis on. That vampire just wasn't invis. I could have sworn it was because the frost giant was just shooting it. I guess because the vampires are resistant to cold, it just didn't mind Bolt of Colding it, but that's pretty mean. I don't think they take no damage, they just resist it. Gonna yell this stuff down. Okay, inhalation. It's so good once you've done all that stair dancing, how then you have these areas near the stairs that are just completely bereft of further enemies. And since enemies no longer spawn on floors, it's basically, yeah, what you see is what you get. It's an interesting pack. An Ogre Mage and a Guardian Serpent. Not the most likely of friends. I wonder if we can confuse that just before it starts summoning stuff and going crazy. Yeah, resisted. Go again. Resisted. So much for our 15 resisted, okay. So much for our 15 throwing skill that we trained. Floating Eyes, of course, can smite, target, paralyze you, even through all your MR. But on their own, they're fine. They don't actually have an attack, so a single one can't kill you. It's only when they paralyze you and then everything else kills you, because there was a Juggernaut and an Ancient Lich sitting around. Man, I really want to fund more shops. Have I talked recently about how I want to spend my gold? I want to do it. Alright, let's do it. Let's call more merchants. Okay, so we've got a food shop. We've got assorted antiques for only 800 gold. A weapon shop. Assorted antiques can have anything. That's probably where I'd go. The distillery is not that exciting. We don't really need more weapons, and we don't really need more food. So let's go the everything play. The +8 orange crystal plate armor. Okay, well that's pretty sweet. It costs 6,300 gold. Unless we find some acquirement scrolls that let us acquire more gold, I don't think that's happening, because yeah, that's basically all of our gold. Would be a pretty sweet item though. Well, let's check out the artifact gloves. I'm gonna ID it this time. Well, we've got +0 gloves. This is a +0 gloves of R poison, RC, RN, and +2. So I think that's the play. Yup. Even while cursed, we'll wear those guys. Can check out the glowing shield. It's cold resistance. That's pretty rare, actually. But our shield of resistance is just better. Okay. Potion of Might. We've got 2 of those. Is it worth another one for 176 gold? No. Gonna mark it though. And then curing we have 12 of, so no hurry for that. Alright. So we didn't get a gold dragon scales or fire dragon scales, but we did find the orange crystal plate armor. But then it's all our gold, so I don't know. Who really won in the end? Capitalism. Capitalism won. Throwing to 15. Let's turn that off. There's a famous saying, I think it's somewhere in the Bible. I think it was Jesus actually. He said something like, what worth is a man if he were to gain all the gold in the world but still was unable to afford the orange crystal plate armor? Something like that. Anyway, it's very applicable right now, of course. So think about that one. It might change your life. Wand of Ice Blast. That's cool. The singing sword does a drum roll. It's a Wand of Ice Blast. It's actually not the worst to have. We've got 6 points of evocations. Okay, that's actually not that much. I was going to say it gives us a little bit of AoE if we need to try to shoot stuff, but yeah, it's not that exciting. I'm going to recharge our paralysis wand though. 15, okay. Maybe at some point we could train some more evocations. That would make our clouds better, and it would make us better able to paralyze stuff if we need to. We've never seen any kneels of paralysis, which is not surprising because they're very rare. Hey, an ice dragon, but we're trying to kill fire dragons. What is wrong with me? Hey, more shops! More shops! Is this going to be the elusive Song of Slaying? Maybe. Book of Air has not Summon Lightning Spire. Does have swiftness in it though. I think we're still slow though. Minor Magic has Blink, but we know that, don't we? Yeah, we already know Blink, so we could train that already. Let's see. Nope. The only thing I really care about is Song of Slaying, so I could just be searching for Song of Slaying. There's Summon Lightning Spire. Not actually going to train for that though. Summon Lightning Spire again. Hey, the Book of Battle, there it is. Okay, I started from the top going down, and I got up to this one I think, and then I started going down up, and the one in the middle was the actual book we wanted. Let's pick that up. Okay, so we're going to learn the Song of Slaying. And I'm going to make a macro for that. Let's also learn regen. Apparently we already know that. Okay, that's fine. Is that true? Yeah, it is. We know regen. Okay. And let's also learn Spectral Weapon. This is my favorite book, by the way, the Book of Battle. It's a great book. So we're going to make a Spectral Weapon. Alright, so we're going to need to focus our charms training. I basically just want to get Song of Slaying so that we can sing while our singing sword sings. And if we can do Spectral Weapon as well, we can actually have a trio going. None of that stuff is very exciting. Alright, gonna check the hatch up. No. Hatches down don't matter. We're thinking about our orb run. And if you're orb running down, something's going wrong. Normally you want to be going up on your orb run. You are on fire. Thank you, game. Hey, fire dragon, can we get a scales? No, it just turned into gold, damn it. Okay. Alright, the natural corridor there was really good, but then the frost giant was coming from behind us. We can do a similar thing here though. The necromancer's invis. What's funny about that, and it actually just happened there, I was gonna say the Hell Knights can't see invis, so they're gonna shoot bolts of fire, and they actually just killed him. That's always great when that happens. Alright. Wonder how much charms we'll need. That's a Tengu Reaver. They're always a bit scary. Can we cast regen? 77% chance to fail. Basically, no, we cannot. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just throw some tomahawks at you if you're just gonna sit there. There we go. Taking this slowly. Tengu Reavers can really hurt, particularly when they're the corrosive bolt variety, which this one is. The corrosive bolt really hurts, and then you end up what do you end up? Corroded. Here's a gold dragon. Maybe we can get some scales out of him. We're starving. Also, our long blades is at 20. Let's stop there. Let's focus fighting. No, let's not. Let's focus charm still. But turn dodging back on. I'm tempted. Well, wait. We need to eat before we do anything. I'm half tempted to throw out clouds there, but the High Priest stepped forward. The reason I wanted to do that is because I actually thought the green ugly thing would come first. And then these guys can smite you. And Malign Offering you, which is basically like a ranged vampiric training. it hurts you and it heals them. So I was thinking if he's sitting back, smiting us, that's no good. But he came forward, which was a mistake. The enemies don't have their tactics down. Could have made a better formation. Ow. The amount of really high level enemies that have come out, and the fact that we're sensing a bunch of gold in here and we've seen stone walls, makes me think that this is basically the sword pulling out a whole bunch of vault high level enemies. I don't know what else is coming, so I think I do want to just put down a clouds. And then whatever else comes, like say a Tengu Reaver, the clouds is going to help us. We have plenty of heal wounds, we've got 4, and we can also potion petition. So I feel okay for the moment. It is also quite hard for them to hit us with bolts. Okay, good, we healed up. Because we've got repel missiles all the time. Alright, so yeah. Good old singing sword, pulling out all these vault enemies one at a time. But it actually was good. Like, it sounds like it's bad because it's pulling the whole vault out at once. But think about if you just walked into this vault, you could have all this stuff pull to you while you're kind of in the open. Whereas because we were in a place where we were strong, because we're in a hallway, the noise is good. Can they dispel bribe status? No. It's not really a status as such. That would be really OP. If dispelling bolt could dispel your bribe. So this is a shapeshifter. Alright, so he's gonna, good. Every time he changes, he goes back to full HP. So the fast changing ones can be dangerous. This is dangerous. It might not seem like it, but these packs that have Vampire Knights and Phantasmal Warriors are very dangerous. I'm going to take this slow. If our MR gets halved, we're liable to get paralyzed. Okay, again, trying to get the Phantasmal Warrior. I'm more scared about our MR halving. Okay, good. He's not, when we've got our full MR, we're not going to get paralyzed, but with half MR, definitely could. Alright, good. On to depths 4. Not the hatch. Man, I really want to get in that treasure trove. How are we going to get a Fire Dragon scales? I don't know. I don't think we are. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do the same play. We're probably going to do this every floor. We're just going to turn our auto pickup off, and as we stare down stuff up that we attract with all our noise, it's then going to get distracted by the gold. Could have been trampled there, yeah. Iron dragons can trample you. Actually, all dragons can. Is that true? I don't think Quicksilver ones can, but certainly the bigger ones can trample you. Let's take this stuff up. The singing sword, I actually saw it starting to hurt them that time. How's our Song of Slaying? It's 13%. Alright, we actually can use it. Can we? That's because my macro was the wrong one. How's this go? So it takes up spell hunger. Actually, maybe we should be training spellcasting too. Let's wait off a. No, we're not going to run out of food. Famous last words. Let's just do it. We failed. Good old 13% fail. Let's go again. There we go. So we start singing a Song of Slaying. Our sword starts singing. La 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 la. It's all I ever wanted. I just wanted to sing with the sword. We're at Slay +4. This is really good too. So our singing as well as the sword singing is going to attract all this stuff to us. We can dance it all up where it all gets distracted by the gold, and we get really sick slay bonuses. Man, this is sick. I really like Song of Slaying. Look at this. We get to fight the whole floor here at the stairs. Super OP. A lot of very experienced and very good crawl players say that it's a rubbish spell, but they are wrong. If you use it in strong places like this, where we can stair dance and just get free slaying for no downside, it's really good. But yeah, a lot of people don't like noise. They'd probably say the singing sword is not very good either. Look at this, we got 5 extra slay here. Now we got, it's running out. We got 7 extra slay though. Oh, it ran out. Let's take him up before we get trampled. Let's go again. La 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 la. It's my great singing. I've been practicing. What was it? In one of the earlier episodes, the singing sword said he has heard my voice and it is horrible. Is he wrong or right? You can decide. I'm going to say he's probably correct. Let's go check out this hatch. I don't know, let's do the stair that we don't know. Also, is there a bunch of gold here? No, just, yeah, there is. Oh yeah, of course, because that's our stair dancing gold. I'm losing my mind. Okay, this is another really good spot. So we get them all in this corridor, and look at this, the singing sword is actually hurting everyone. I guess we're at XL level 22. So yeah, we learnt that the amount of damage it does depends on your experience level. So as we're leveling up here, it's starting to get stronger and stronger. Yeah, they're actually just dying. I'm not even doing anything. Sick. Okay, this is not so good. The Vampire Knight jumped behind us. We're on 50% HP, so I'm going to hop around him and then just go back up the stairs. I don't want to be sandwiched between the red very ugly thing, which can corrode you. Oh no, it's the brown one that corrodes you. Never mind. That would be the fire one. Okay, so it wasn't as bad as I thought. Still. Yeah, okay, I could have just fought them. I was thinking it's a brown one. How's our spectral weapon? It's at 36%. Let's take our charms to maybe 7, and then we'll train some hexes and some necromancy, and then we'll actually be able to use spectral weapon and regen. Alright, hey look, more meat rations. Let's turn our auto pickup back on. I think we've done the majority of our stair dancing. Oh, this is great. Good old traps, lol. So we just got thrown in the corner. We've got a bunch of enemies and a floating eye, which can paralyze us, and we can't do anything about it. I think our play is to dig through the wall. It might be to paralyze the eye. 72% chance. Okay, it definitely is to paralyze the eye. Alright, so it wasn't as bad as I thought. And then let's make a kill hole. Let's eat some meat. Sing the song about our people. Also, who's... Oh, the Yaktor has a digging wand. Outplayed. I was really confused because it seemed like there was a deep troll based on the digging there, but it was actually just a Yaktor with a digging wand. Well played. Well played, sir. A rune buckler we don't need. I think we also don't need... Yeah. Our digging one has 17. We're not going to be in need of another one anytime soon. Just a demon trident, that's fine. I guess we may as well just sing. We've already cleared around the stair, so who likes free damage? I know I do. Good old +6 slay for a level 2 spell that we're casting in chainmail. Wonder scattershot. I don't love it anymore. It's also more likely to miss because we have inaccuracy on. A blizzard demon. Not something you see every day. This looks like it's a bit of a kobold demonologist vault going on down there. And Hell Knights. Charms at 6.8. We're trying to pick up a scroll of vulnerability. Do we want and or need it? Yeah. See, this is when I was complaining before about having to pick up amulets, we know over and over again, it was that exact same Malachite amulet. Oh, it is a trap. Every time we see a Malachite amulet, we're going to pick it up, unless we want to risk putting them on, and we haven't seen Faith. Yeah, or Harm. So we either continually pick them up over and over again, we use our identify scrolls on, which we have 15. I think that's actually what we do. Or we risk putting them on. But because we have so many identify, I think we just don't worry about wasting them. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we've got a pretty good choke point here on this doorway. We're going to sing to get max slain. This Kako demon can potentially mutate us. There's not really much we can do about it. Unless the singing slung just completely kills it. No. Charms at 7. Let's turn that off. Let's put on both hexes and necromancy so we can get spectral weapon and regeneration going. Actually, I don't know for sure that spectral weapon works. Let's see. Does not work. Yeah. I should have checked that. I was going to say there are some special weapons that spectral weapon does not work on. Singing sword is one of them. It vibrates crazily for a second. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Okay, let's not train hexes then. So we can't have 3 of us. We can only do a duet, which is a bit sad. Glowing chainmail. +7 chainmail of our poison RC dex. Our current chainmail is +11. Yeah, and it gives us in +5, so that's very helpful for our Song of Slaying. Not so helpful for spectral weapon though. Damn. Also, our clouds is nearly out. Let's redo that one. We rolled 8, which is no. We rolled 6, which is still pretty amazing, but not as amazing as 8. Got 7 enchant armor. At this point, I think we just chucked them on our boots. The odds that we're finding a gold dragon scales seem very low. And as for enchanting up a 5 dragon scales, that's also never happening. Unless we buy more shops. We're almost at 8k gold again. Wait, no, we should just be saving. We're never going to save enough for the... Okay, this guy went a bit nuts. Please just die. Good. The Hell Sentinel could iron shot us, so that's why that was scary. But yeah, we're never going to be affording the orange crystal plate armor. Got a Book of Debilitation. Wait, we can learn Portal Projectile. Is that worth learning? Probably not, but we have so many spell levels that we may as well just learn it because who knows. Also, let's just learn Cause Fear as well. We've only got 1 Fear scroll, who knows, maybe we'll train a bunch of hexes between now and then. Yeah, this is a Rune Gloves, we may as well see. +2 with plus... Ooh, Archery. It works on all ranged attacks. So it's basically, what are our gloves? Our gloves are giving us a bit of int. Our poison we already had. RC we don't really need, and iron we don't really need either. This is giving us +4 slaying whenever we throw things. And +4 slaying on our blowgun, which actually just translates into being more accurate, but still. Slay +4 on our throwing is not bad. and it's 2 extra AC. I'm going to say this is better than having a second point of RC and RN. The +2 int's not a big deal either. Alright, cool. Book with the Tempest. Are we going to become a tornado character? No. Not this time. On to depths 5. What's our regen like? 34. Okay, in that case I'm going to put my macro. I put it onto spectral weapon, but we may as well go back to having a throwing macro, seeing as we can't use spectral weapon. Sad day. I don't like this as much when we don't end up doing a stair dance when we come down to the level. Let's get away from that eye, so we're not getting paralyzed. I'm going to turn off auto pickup, and I guess we'll sing. We'll do some frog singing. Oh, what's the frog song in? It's in Majora's Mask, I think, where you sing with the frogs. I'm gonna look that up afterwards. We'll sing it next episode. If we could just take these guys back to here would be good. Okay, well I was banking on the whole pack coming, but only 2 of them did. This is probably in here. This is probably our Zot entrance vault, so I'm gonna X that out, and we'll do that last. F macro means that you'll throw something exactly at that tile. Yes. It's basically just an easier way to throw, rather than having to press F dot or F enter every time. We can just hit the macro key. Curare. We just have not had any of those for a very long time, right? Yeah, we haven't had any. When our original assassin Curare needles ran out, we just never found any more. What are we dropping? I guess we dropped the 5 enchant armor scrolls. We can come back and get them if we ever need them. We decided we're gonna ID them all. Curse and accuracy, great. Look at all these alarm traps everywhere. Let's step around the corner so we're not just taking airstrikes from this guy for no reason. We'll sing. And then we'll get some free slaying. Our regen's up to 21. Guess we'll take necromancy up to 5. Training necromancy on a Gozag character. Is that allowed? I mean, Death Channel works, right? Infestation would work. Bolt of Draining would work. Spellcasting to 6. Do we actually care about the hunger? I guess we do. So there's no more hunger on Song of Slaying. We'll just keep doing a bit more spellcasting until our regen goes hungerless, and then we'll be happy. It's not often that I worry about hunger costs on spellcasting, but in this case, we have a lot more now than we used to. I also don't like this. Let's hop back so we can funnel them into the door. Probably going up to here would have been smarter. Let's slay and regen, and they all walked through the door really cleverly. Oh, it's alright, we're very strong. We've got 42 AC, 20 evasion, and 16 shield. The defenses on this character are very, very strong. Alright, Yeah, I was saying, I don't normally worry about hunger costs for spells, but in this case, we're Gozag and we don't have a whole lot anyway. How are we going for cancellation? We've got 2, that's probably okay. Get a market to remember. Heal wounds, we could... Buying a heal wounds to 95 gold is a bargain. Resistance, we've got 1 of those, but what would we ever need it for? We've got 2 RF and RC. Yeah, I don't think we ever need our resistance. Alright, yeah, I was going to say, what? How have we finished the floor? We haven't, because we've got to do our Zot entrance vault. This looks really good for us, because we've got this hallway here. So we're going to be able to regen, sing, and then just fight all this stuff in the hallway. And if we really want to, we've got an invis for the Draconians, or we could also just throw down a clouds. But this is pretty sweet. We've got +5 slaying going. Huh, this is an interesting one. Ah, it's by theme. Okay, well let's hop back. And our song ran out. Go again. Get regen going. We're corrode -8, even though we have our corrosion. Basically, our corrosion gives you a 50% chance to not be corroded. So it's not fail safe. This is a really interesting one. I don't know that I know this one. So it looks like we're going to do a bit of a loop around and we're going to fight them by theme. The same plan. Let's get our regen again. Damn, we just never get the fire dragon scales. Just so unlucky. Okay. Slay's running out. I'm wondering if we should be afraid. This guy is the Annihilator. We probably should be afraid because he's got Crystal Spear. Alright, so let's chuck out a Clouds. We want him to tick out rather than having to fight him and take Crystal Spears to the face. Let's get the Annihilator. Good, okay. Now that he's dead, the rest are much less scary. It's just when you can take 100+ damage in one go, always gotta respect it. You don't get any guaranteed damage reduction against spells, so no matter how much AC you have, if you get unlucky, you can die. Hey, that's it. Okay, there's our depths 5 done. Let's think about our gold for a second. Oh wait, we said we want to save for the orange crystal plate armor, right? That will basically make our spellcasting impossible because it's one, we don't have enough strength. You need 23 strength for the encumbrance rating on crystal plate armor, but also it's several armor levels heavier than our chainmail is. Plus it's pretty much all of our gold. Do we just want more merchants? I mean, yes, but also no. We probably shouldn't. Okay. Third runes. I'm pretty sure we want to do vaults. Doing Abyss when you're slow does not sound fun, especially when you're making a whole bunch of noise with the singing sword. Slime isn't terrible, but I do like the idea of bribing stuff more in vaults. Okay, well, I don't know, I guess we make that decision next time. Let's head over there. We're going to head to vaults 4. And our plan is going to be to bribe stuff, I think. Before I do this, let's pick up the potions of resistance. Because have a bit of a plan here. I need to do potion of R. Okay, 200 gold, that's a bargain. Hey, we found a pressure plate. We can hop over it. Now we can... Wait, how can we? We can't really. Alright, we'll just step on it. Okay. Potion of resistance. Oh, it's only one. I thought there were two. Okay, it's not as much of a bargain as I thought, but still pretty good. Back to vaults. Could do crypt for more gold. But no. Alright. So I'm going to leave that there. I'll talk about our vault strategy in the start of the next one, which you'll see if you come back. So, it'll be fun, maybe. Could be a bit dangerous. Vaults 5 always is pretty dangerous. Fingers crossed though. Webbed fingers, in fact. Oh, that's it. Bye.